Do you want to know the effects of authoritative parental control on child behavior? I'm Nicholeen Peck, and I teach all over the world about parenting, good communication, how to build strong family bonds, calmness, child development, and education, all through the lens of the principle self-government. And in this video, we're talking about authoritative parenting. We're going to talk about what authoritative parenting is, how it compares to other types of parenting, and what the effects are on the children. Authoritative parenting is one of 3 or 4 types of parenting that are generally discussed. I usually call authoritative parenting traditional strict parenting. Now, I know strict, that word has a bad connotation for some people. They usually think that it means controlling or aggressive, but actually strict means a person who governs themselves by a certain set of principles, which means that they live according to their principles, which is actually a very strong thing. I do consider myself to be a traditional strict or authoritative type parent. The other versions of parenting that are fairly common are the authoritarian or militant, fear-based type of parent. And then there's the permissive parent, the one who's a lot more modern progressive, allows their child to just do whatever, and really focuses on being more of a child's friend instead of their parent. Of course, there's some other combinations of these things and a few others, but those are the main 3 types of parenting. By and large, authoritative parenting is considered to be the most beneficial for children. It's also the best for parents too, but it's the most difficult. Modern progressive parenting or permissive parenting and authoritarian or bully fear-based parenting are types of parenting that revolve heavily around button pushing, manipulations, those types of things, and they are very selfish forms of parenting. Oftentimes the parent is focused on how they feel, what they want, instead of what the child needs and what type of training they need to be carrying out within that family dynamic. So what does authoritative parenting looks like? It looks like a parent who has a plan, follows through with their plan, and their plan matches their desired principles. So if they believe in the principle of honesty, then they're going to be honest in their parenting, which would then mean that they're not going to be manipulative or controlling. But they'll also be consistent in their parenting. This is why I often refer to it as traditional strict. The traditional strict type of parents has principles that they follow, and they follow them themselves, as well as expecting their child to follow those principles and skills of good development. So this is the Teaching Self-Government channel. If you've subscribed to this channel already, then you know I go into a lot more detail on different parenting styles in many other videos, so I'm not going to exhaust that here. Instead, what I'd like to do is focus on what happens to the child when a parent chooses to do that extra work of becoming an authoritative type of parent. When you're authoritative, you practice what you preach. So this means that you can become the ultimate example to your child. So many parents that engage in authoritarian parenting really become hypocritical in their parenting because what they tell the child to do and what they're actually showing are oftentimes 2 different things. The authoritative parent says, I need you to learn how to disagree appropriately because maybe that's one of the skills of self-government. And they also disagree appropriately with other people. So they practice what they preach. What does this do for the child? It gives the child a sense of security, safety, and a foundation because of this consistency in the parent's behavior and what they're telling the child that they need to do. Our children look to us, number 1, first and foremost, for bonding and security. When they're properly bonded to us and they feel secure with us, then they will trust us. If we do anything that is selfish or eliminates that trust, that actually can affect the bond and the security that the child needs for future success. So what we need to do is make sure that we're always maintaining our integrity as we are consistent in our parenting. The teaching self-government parenting approach involves teaching 4 basic skills to children. Those 4 basic skills are following instructions, accepting no answers and criticism, accepting consequences, and disagreeing appropriately. The parent also engages in teaching the children exactly how they will correct the children or give the child feedback if they're going out of control, if they need to be praised, or how they will engage in teaching interactions with the child. There's open communication and meeting formats, as well as problem-solving exercises and approaches that are taught to the child as well. So everything is very deliberate, very pre-planned. The parent and child just need to follow through with the plan. There's more information about what you would teach if you are doing self-government in your family, and I think one of the best ways to find that more information is on my next video, which is called Child Behavior Management Techniques. Click on that video next. I'll see you there.